Hey guys, this is Diary of a Coach, episode 286. 286. How are you this morning? It's a cold Hamatan morning in the city of Abuja, which is the federal capital city of Nigeria in West Africa. How do you do? How was your sleep? If you are sleeping now, and for those whose day has gone far ahead, how's your day going? And for those who are still sleeping in some continents, when you wake up, you watch this. I was saying hi. This is a good week, and this week we're starting off on a different frequency. This is the week of learning. This is the week of studying. This is the week of studying. The name of this week is the week of studying. The week of studying. This morning, as I was having my bath, the scripture dropped in my head and said, "Study to show yourself approved. A workman who does not need to be ashamed, who can rightly divide the word of truth." So, I'm adapting that scripture for our social and secular life. This week is our week of studying. And the topic or the title of today's diary is Aspire to Teach. The title of today's diary is Aspire to Teach. I give credit to so many people. Many people do a lot of hustle. We know our business. We do a lot. We do a lot in our business. We are good with our crafts. Those who make food are good in their craft. Those who make POP and all that, they are good in their craft. Those who do microfinance, good in their craft. Microcredit, good in their craft. Those that do graphic designs are good in their craft. Those that do management consulting, they're good in their craft. So I found that many of us are good with what we do. But when we invite some of you to come and talk about it, you say, coach, what am I even going to say? How am I going to say it? How am I going to say it? What are the things I'm supposed to say? So many people shy away from speaking because they feel, glossophobia is the number one phobia in the world after the fear of death. Glossophobia is the number one fear in the world. That is the fear of public speaking. Glossophobia is the fear of public speaking and is the number one fear in the world right after the fear of death. People are more afraid of speaking than they are afraid of dying. That's the irony. Very, very interesting irony. So today's episode is to challenge you, to push you to consider being a speaker in the area of your expertise. I found that if you are a professional at something and you encourage yourself to write, the more you encourage yourself to write about what you do, the more you have the propensity to want to speak about what you do. So there seems to be a process. You're already good at something. Learn to write about it. And as you're writing about it, aspire to talk about it. My faculty director in SOPCA, when we were having the faculty valedictory session last week, she said something that was very principal. She said while she's in the UK, she sees that we host a lot of events, myself and our collective friends. And she always feels like she's losing out on something. So that she read it somewhere on Instagram that says, if you are beginning to be concerned about people hosting other people, host your own. If you're missing out on too many opportunities, host your own opportunity. That statement is very profound because I am a witness. Since 2004, I have hosted events almost every month. Since 2004, so I'm talking about 16 years going, I have hosted events almost every month. And it has given me a lot of mileage, a lot of speed, a lot of leverage, and it has deepened my subject matter. It has given me more confidence. It has made me become an authority. Ebuka Anichebe likes to call it principality. It has given me confidence. It has given me direction. The feedback from my speaking sessions have also directed me the areas to develop. So I want you to aspire to teach. Emeka Nobis, you're joining the diary today. Thank you for joining, boss. Says my Oga, always speaking small, make it the end. I've gotten something to do based on this idea, boss. Thank you very much. I trust you. You're an idea merchant. So I want everybody who is on Diary of a Coach to create your own platforms. A typical example, you don't have to have a public platform. You don't have to. If you love to cook, for instance, you put on your social media and say, if you'd like to share and learn and engage in a group that is interested in cooking for just 1 week. It doesn't have to be a permanent group, so you don't get bored and feel like, so just a short session, 1 week, 1 day, 2-hour session, you disband the group, or 1 week session, or 1 month session, or even a physical class. You can say, if you're free on a Saturday for 1 hour or for 30 minutes, you can join us at so location, and we're going to talk about so topic. And it can be so short that you don't need to serve refreshments. So you just find a space, invite people. You'll be surprised, people may turn up. And so all you're trying to do, you're not trying to do numbers. You're not trying to say, I hope 1,000 people come. I hope 300 people come. I hope 20 people will come. That's not really the goal. The goal is to teach yourself how to speak about what you love to do. So I want you to aspire to be a teacher, aspire to teach, aspire to speak, aspire to talk, aspire to communicate. One of the things we talk about in BSG program is, we call it free as a business model. And free as a business model requires that you give something for free and elicit contacts that you can be following up for your product or services. That is a vehicle. But the goal there is, it also builds capacity for you to communicate. There are 2 things you must learn to do in this lifetime. You must learn to write, and you must learn to talk. If you cannot write and talk, you are limiting your potential to be very wealthy. I mean it. That's why people like Emeka Nobis, people think that his work is easy. He's doing a lot of work. Writing content is a lot of work. But I guess that's where most people are a bit afraid of. Where will I get the content to write about? So some weeks ago, someone came to my office for a pre-assessment of business, and I was encouraging her to do more content writing about her craft on Instagram. And she asked me a direct question. What am I supposed to write? This thing you guys call content, what does it even mean, Seth? Because I don't know what it means. And I said, okay, I'll ask you some questions. Number 1, this dress you're wearing, what kind of people can wear it? Because she's into fashion. She said, oh yeah, this size of ladies, this shade of ladies. I said, is there a preferred color for a preferred kind of skin? Is there a preferred material for a preferred kind of skin? Is there a limitation to what a person can use this for? Are there styles and materials that can be combined to produce what you have produced? Are there accessories that don't match on this kind of dress? When I was asking her the question, she was answering me. At a point, I now stopped. I said, for every answer you've given me, that is content. So content really is you asking hypothetical questions. And as you're answering your own hypothetical questions, you're actually writing the content. That is what it means. So if you are already in a craft, you're already in a business, you already have an idea, you're already in a line of job, you're already in a career path, you're already interested in something, you already have a flair for something, whatever it is, you need to get yourself together and write about it and talk about it. Pick any topic, pick any direction. In fact, one of the big ways to do these things is to always ride on popular trends. So when there's a popular trend in an industry or in the nation or in a segment of society, look from your own view, your own veil, your own lens of industry, and connect with the event and write something about your industry. for that event. That is what people like us do. I do that. Praise Forward does that a lot. Lanre Olushola does that a lot. Tony Robbins does that a lot. Robin Sharma does that a lot. So we find so last week, for instance, the Imo State Supreme Court judgment, I talked about it. I wrote about it. When Premiership match happens, I see there's this guy Akaebube on Twitter who tweets about Nigerian government as though it's a Premier League match. And then you see Praise Forward where somebody sometimes will say family and marital relationship, like it will mirror a football match in terms of family life. All these are adaptations, creative ways to write your content. That's for advanced level, for those that are already used to writing content. So I'm charging you. This is the week of studying. And this week I charge everyone who is watching Diary of a Coach. Go out of your way. Study. 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 Read something that gives you the impetus to write and to speak. You may not have to do a Facebook Live video. You don't have to. But whatever channel works for you, start using it first. Start at your level with what you are used to. In fact, do you know that you can use SMS as your speaking vehicle? You can craft SMS once in a month or twice in a month and send it as an SMS blast to all the contacts on your phone and say, this text is about one tip. You can call it tip so. If you're a fashion designer, for instance, do you know that cotton is useful for this and that and cannot be worn in Harmattan or can be worn in Harmattan, blah, blah, blah. For more tips, follow our Instagram handle. You quote your handle. That's all. If you do that once a month, you are building content. Before you know it, because of the consistency and the replies some people may be giving you, you may become motivated. Then you transfer SMS to WhatsApp broadcasts. And from WhatsApp broadcasts, you may even be encouraged to go on Facebook and may go on Instagram. Before you know it, people are like, do you speak in public? Do you talk in public? Can we invite you to our program? We want to come and talk about these things that you are sharing. That is how these things start. And funny enough, I'm actually telling you how I started in 2004 as a copper. I shared SMS. I was blasting SMS. Then I graduated to email at fastermail.com. And after graduating to email, then I started getting replies to come and speak. I spoke at many NYSC valedictory sessions. And that was the beginning of the journey. So aspire to teach. That is my principal message for you today. Look for your own tribe. Create a tribe, no matter how small, and begin to communicate your ideas and your philosophies and sell your ideology. If you think any of us have huge followership, we didn't start with it. We actually grew into it because we were just communicating in our simple possible way, and then it grew. So aspire to teach. Aspire to teach. Grow capacity to teach. So this week is the week of studying. I know that studying takes 1 week is not enough to learn how to study, but let's use this week as a symbol of studying. So please go there, go on this week, read about your stuff, communicate it, share in different. If you're on Twitter, tweet about your stuff. If you're on Instagram, write content about your stuff. If you like to use Facebook, if you want to create a WhatsApp broadcast list, if you want to create a WhatsApp group, if you want to create a Telegram group, if you want to create a Telegram WhatsApp broadcast list, whatever works for you, do something about your crafts. You were given talent to profit from it. You need to grow it so that profit can come. I hope this makes sense to you. This is Diary of a Coach, and this is episode 286. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to drop the link immediately in the comment section so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yesterday, we sold out our under 30 class. We're sold out. So no more registrations for SOPCA under 30 class on mental health and anger management. We sold out. But slots for the adult class are still selling at 7.5 per slot. So if you want to attend, charge up with Emotions Mastery, our goal setting and emotions mastery class on the 25th of January. Please, you can still register. Just drop in the comment section that you want to participate. Thank you so much. And my book, Based on Logistics, I'm still getting subscriptions. Please pre-order your copy today. Come on. Please do that. Thank you so much for watching Diary of a Coach. It's a beautiful day. Have a lovely Sunday. Enjoy yourself and bye for now.